History of California. Ancient California, the land before colonization. California's history extends far beyond European colonization, dating back thousands of years when it was inhabited by indigenous tribes who thrived on its diverse landscapes. Archaeological evidence suggests that humans occupied California as early as 13,000 years ago. The indigenous people of the region, including the Chumash, Ohlone, Tongva, and Miwok, developed sophisticated cultures with complex social structures, trade networks, and environmental management practices. These tribes lived in harmony with nature, relying on fishing, hunting, and gathering for sustenance. They crafted intricate basketry, built plank canoes, and established thriving communities along the coast and inland. European exploration and colonization, 16th to 18th century. The first recorded European contact with California occurred in 1542 when Portuguese explorer Juan Rodrigues Cabrillo, sailing under the Spanish flag, landed on its shores. Despite his brief exploration, Spain did not establish a permanent presence until the late 18th century. In 1769, Gaspar de Portola led an expedition to establish a series of missions and military outposts, known as presidios, along the California coast. This marked the beginning of Spanish colonization, spearheaded by the Franciscan missionary Junípero Serra, who founded the first of 21 missions in San Diego. These missions sought to convert indigenous peoples to Christianity while also serving as economic and agricultural centers. Spanish rule brought profound changes to California's native societies. The mission system disrupted indigenous cultures, leading to the loss of traditional practices and population decline due to disease and forced labor. Despite resistance, Spanish rule remained in effect until Mexico gained independence in 1821. Mexican California, 1821 to 1848. With Mexico's independence from Spain, California became a Mexican territory. The mission system was secularized in the 1830s, leading to the redistribution of mission lands to private individuals, many of whom were Mexican rancheros. This period saw the rise of a powerful ranching economy, with large cattle ranchos, dominating the landscape. The Californios, the Spanish-speaking elite, controlled much of the land and political power. However, political instability and tensions with the United States grew during the 1840s. American settlers began arriving in increasing numbers, particularly after the United States expressed interest in annexing California. In 1846, the Bear Flag Revolt saw a group of American settlers declare independence from Mexico, though the rebellion was short-lived. The Mexican-American War, 1846 to 1848, ultimately led to Mexico ceding California to the United States under the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo. The Gold Rush and American Expansion, 1848 to 1850. The discovery of gold at Sutter's Mill in 1848 triggered one of the largest migrations in American history. Thousands of prospectors, known as 49ers, flocked to California in search of fortune, dramatically increasing the population. Cities like San Francisco and Sacramento grew rapidly, transforming from small settlements into bustling urban centers. The gold rush also attracted people from around the world, including Chinese, European, and South American immigrants. The rapid influx of settlers led to California's admission as the 31st state of the United States in 1850 as part of the Compromise of 1850. However, the gold rush also had devastating consequences for indigenous peoples who faced displacement, violence, and disease. The Native American population declined drastically due to policies of forced removal and extermination. California in the late 19th and early 20th century. Following the gold rush, California's economy diversified. Agriculture flourished, particularly in the Central Valley, with the development of large-scale irrigation systems. The completion of the Transcontinental Railroad in 1869 connected California to the eastern United States, facilitating trade and migration. By the early 20th century, California became a leader in multiple industries, including oil production, agriculture, and film. The rise of Hollywood in the 1910s established California as the entertainment capital of the world. The state's population continued to grow, attracting immigrants and workers from around the country and beyond. World War II and post-war boom. During World War II, California played a critical role in the war effort. Cities like Los Angeles and San Francisco became hubs for military production, shipbuilding, and aerospace technology. The state's economy boomed, and millions of people moved to California for job opportunities. The post-war era saw the rise of suburbanization, the expansion of higher education, and significant infrastructure projects, including highways and aqueducts. The 1960s and 1970s were a period of social change, with California at the forefront of civil rights, environmentalism, and technological innovation. The Silicon Valley tech industry began to emerge, laying the foundation for California's dominance in the global technology sector. Modern California, challenges and achievements. Today, California is the most populous state in the U.S. and one of the largest economies in the world. It leads in industries such as technology, entertainment, and renewable energy. However, the state faces challenges, including housing shortages, wildfires, and water scarcity. California remains a cultural and economic powerhouse, continuing to shape national and global trends. Conclusion. California's history is a dynamic tale of indigenous resilience, colonial expansion, economic transformation, and cultural innovation. From ancient civilizations to the digital age, California has evolved into a global leader. Despite its challenges, its legacy of diversity, opportunity, and progress endures, making it one of the most influential regions in the world.